you're playing on that play and you're running into these Paul players, these drag players, all these players, and it's like, man, you are getting just absolutely gripped up. This dude is not only punching you in the gut the whole time, he's laying on top of you, breaking your arm, and you do not know what to do about it. Look at this dude, he's choking me out. You gotta at some point say, like, you know, I'm eating a lot of damage to throws, and we haven't even gotten to King yet. With King and Nina, we'll get to them. Just even the normal characters, it's like, man, you're eating a lot of damage to throws like this, and I say this as somebody who is bad at breaking throws, by the way. So what do you do about it? Truth of the matter is, the throw system in Tekken 8 is weird, but you got to start somewhere. So what I recommend you doing is, first of all, just looking at the generic throws. If you go to a character's throws on their move list, the cool thing about 8 is that 8 gives you a lot of information. These are Paul's generic throws, and these can be broken with either the left punch button or the right punch button, 1 or 2. And the way you do this is this. Go into training mode, go to where it says display settings, where it says player frame info, go to simple display. For opponent frame info, go to simple display. So now, when you're being hit, the character will glow red. When you're hitting them, the character will glow blue. When you're in the middle of a throw, they'll glow white like this, so you know you do not have control. And when you're like your normal color like this, you're in control. This will help you visually see break windows. So for example, if Paul wants to throw me with his standard grab, I can press 1 or 2 up until the point where I glow red. And that's how much time you have to see it. Now these throws are generic throws, which mean they can be broken with, again, the left punch button or the right punch button. So here he's grabbing me with his left hand, right? I hit 1, I break it. I hit 2, I was too late. And we'll get to talking about that too. But before my character glows red, I'm hitting that button and I break it. And this is going to help you visually see how long you have to break some of the throws in the game. Too late. But trying to, again, I can't stress this enough. If you're getting throw checked a lot, what you have to do is, if you're serious about learning this game, you have to make the conscious effort to try to look at the other character's hands and shoulders, visually see what hand they're grabbing you with, and try to press a button and tech it. If you're too late, that's fine. You can just be a little bit faster. But the whole point is seeing the hand and getting the tech. Because here's the problem. While this throw is one that can be broken with 1 or 2, you don't have to guess. There are several characters in this game that have dedicated throw breaks, which means you have to have the correct throw escape button input for that respective throw. When they throw you, you have to visually see and react. Oh man, they're grabbing me with the right punch. I need to break with the right punch button, the 2. Oh man, he's grabbing me with the left punch button. I need to break with the left punch button. I need to press 1. Oh man, he's grabbing me with both hands. That means I need to press both of the punch buttons together. And then the game begins. Try to get yourself in the habit of visually looking at it and seeing it. And not all throws have the same break windows either, which is why I suggest to put the visual display on like this. Put this on so you have a visual way to see how long you have to be able to try to get your throw escape button in. Doing this with Paul is really good too, because what I suggest is you do this. Go to the recording dummy and set one recording to jab. Set another one to any move. It can be anything. So like, I'd say like down 4-1. Just another attack. Because the whole point is you want to make sure that you are reacting to the throw. Don't react to anything else. So for example, he does a jab. I'm not pressing anything. Do not press on the jab. He does the down 4-1, the line roar string. Don't press on it. You only want to try to, this is how you train yourself. And I think just getting in the habit of when you boot up the game, just try this out for like 5 minutes at a time. And you'll notice passively over time, you'll get better and better at it if you're making the effort to try to look at the hands. So this is something that a lot of low-level players struggle with. I'm still bad at it. I shouldn't even be telling you this. But this is something that you have to do to be able to try to neutralize the passive massive attack power that some of the characters in the game have. And we haven't even gotten to the real problems yet. Hop in training mode with Paul, have one recording with just a jab, one recording with another attack, and then look at these throws. As you go down the list, chest crusher. This is one, and again, look at what the game gives you. Look at what it tells you. Chest crusher is a throw that can only be escaped with the right punch button. You can only break it with right punch. So that means you need to see it, look at his hands, see how he's grabbing you, and know that has to be a right punch break. And then you press it. So just get in the habit of practicing and looking at it like this. So first, take a look at just the throw by itself. Here. And just look at him. See how he's grabbing you with the right side of his body like that? You know, if the character's on one player's side like that, this is why I suggest kind of looking at using peripheral vision to kind of look at the hands with the shoulders. Because if you know he's on one player's side and he makes that twist like that, you know it's a 2 throw. So the whole point is you're looking at his torso, at his shoulder, at his arms, and you want to get in the habit of, again, looking at where he's grabbing and then seeing the visual cue. The game gives you all this information. Look at how long you have to press 2 to break this. I'm not pressing, press. I was a little bit late. But you have that much time. That much time. See the 2, press the 2. See the throw, press the break. See the throw, press the break. Now that's just one throw, right? The problem is, again, like I said, when you play against some of these older Tekken characters that have multiple dedicated throw breaks for multiple different, it's a lot. So for example, what's another popular one? Push away. This one is a 1+2. You have to hit both punch buttons for this one. So look at the animation and look how it's different. Both hands come out, right? This is a dedicated 1+2 break. You have to press both punch buttons to break it. And this one's a big throw too for him because look at how much he knocks you so far away. Especially close to the wall, this can be a big threat for him to be able to get positional advantage. If they're going to use this attack, you want to neutralize it. Training yourself to get into the habit of visually anticipating throws and looking at the arm and shoulder position. And the thing is, if you're wrong, that's okay. But this is how you practice getting better at it. It's okay to hit the right break too late. That should be like, okay, I was right, I saw it, I reacted, but I was too late. Let's just be a little bit faster next time. That is what you want to go for. That's gonna happen to you a lot. That's just how it is. But that's what you want. What you don't want is random. I think it's a 2. Oh, it's not a 2. I think it's a 1 break. I think it's a 1. I think it's a 1. No, that's not it. You don't want that. You don't want to just be mashing. So now, how do we put all of this together into making you a throw break training monster? Turn them all on. So remember, we have dedicated breaks for the 1+2 option, the 1 option, the 2 option, all 3 of your breaks, as well as some feints, a jab, a down forward 1 string, something like that. So the game that you play with yourself, and just again, do this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever before you go on ranked or something like that. And you'll notice you'll passively get better at it. You might not be the best, right? But you'll get a little bit better at it. And the point is, again, training yourself to react to these things. Don't break the jab. Don't break on the down 4-1, but try to break the throws. And again, I told you I'm bad at this, but this is something that you have to try to do. 2 break. That's a 1. Yeah, Congo Smasher. There you go. That's a 1+2. That's a 1. The 1s always get me. But this is what you have to do, is training yourself to look at this. 1+2, neutralized. Don't press on the jab. That's a feint. 1+2, neutralized. But this is the kind of like drill that I like to do with myself sometimes, is just to try to passively try to improve at getting better at throw breaks. Paul also has this, and a lot of characters in the game do. They have a tackle, where they'll take you down, and they have the option of being able to punch you a bunch of times, or depending on the character, they might have some other route that they can go into, right? So you treat this similar to you would with the throw. There's a break window, but it's fast. It's not a very large window. Do your due diligence. You have a small window to break here, like that, right? So you have opportunities to be able to break these. And you can do this with 1+2. If they try to do that, it's a very small window, but you do have a window. So from this ultimate tackle, he has the option of going into ultimate punch Or he can go into ultimate punishment, which is going to choke you out, which you have to break with the 1, with the left punch button. Or he's going to do armbar to you, which you have to break with the 1+2. He's going to put you in a mix-up, basically, an RPS kind of scenario, just from getting this attack off. The good news is you have opportunities to break. So, it's not guaranteed. It's they're putting you in a mix-up, basically. They have the option of going into these punches. 30 damage, you know, nice little chunk. Depending on the punch routing, you have opportunities to break in between here. And the big thing is just get in the training mode and then mess around with it. So again, you see my character when she flashes really quick after she's on the ground, that's a break point. And this is a concept that we're going to revisit later when we look at King and Nina. But the big thing is turning on these settings in training mode, hopping in and messing around with seeing where the break opportunities are. And again, remember, any point your character is flashing, they can input an answer to it. So the 1+2 here, you can break that at what point are we trying to figure out? You go down, it's right there. You saw that flash? I did double punch there, and that breaks the arm bar. Right there, that's there. And you get a unique break animation. So if they try to go into the arm bar, you input it right there, and you break it. But if they try to do the, let's say, ultimate punishment, this is another break option. And you have to do it after the initial takedown. And it's a 1. And you know that, again, because the game tells you. Just take a look. 1 breaks the ultimate punishment. 1+2 breaks the arm part. 2-1 breaks the punches. But the whole point is, get in training mode, turn these settings on, to where you can see break points for some of these, to where you're not just eating free damage. But I recommend that kind of drill where you assign a jab, assign like a mid or something like that, and then you put some dedicated breaks on. There are other characters you can do this with. I just hate Paul players and what they stand for, so I like to do it with the Paul. Yeah, that's pretty much him in a nutshell in neutralizing his throw game. Next time we talk about this, we're going to look at the real problems when it comes to this kind of stuff, and stay tuned for that.